This is Lightning 100.
More like, welcome back, Sheryl Crow, to the Hideout Academy Studio. Sheryl, it's so good to see you.
I'm so excited to be here. It's so much fun. I love this station so much. I brought my friend, Tim Smith, with me.
Thank you for being here, Tim.
Hey.
Doing all right this morning?
I am.
Ready to play and sing a couple of songs for us, huh?
Are you ready to rock
Nothing
out,
like
dude?
Singing at 9:30.
I know, right? That's why you pull an all-nighter.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you just keep going,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, that's the old days. My kids can't even believe I ever stayed up past like 10. They're like, really? What were you doing?
That's none of your business,
That's
young
none
man.
of your business.
That's right.
That's right.
But Cheryl's here in the studio. We are so excited. It's right around the corner. Next Tuesday is the 21st, the first of 6 Love Now sessions out at Woolworth Theater. If you haven't yet been to Woolworth Theater, you're really missing out because
it is a cool spot.
It is just a beautiful room and such a great setting. Can you kind of take us through what did this kind of come about? Did you reach out to them? Did they reach out to you? How did we kind of set on the Woolworth for these shows?
Well, it's funny. The Woolworth wasn't really even on my radar, and I talked to my manager. This has been in the works for a while because I've been thinking, and I think probably all of us have, as our mental health has been really challenged in figuring out ways to help our community, right? So for me, I see homeless people and I'm always like, dang, nobody has cash anymore, right? We always have I'm like, hey, you got a Venmo? It doesn't work like that.
Right.
So, and I tell my kids all the time, make eye contact with people because that is where you get that spirit and soul connection. So I'm talking to my manager, who's my longtime friend for like 30 years, and I said, I want to use my music to just be helpful at this point. And I'm a former school teacher. And so I just decided, you know what, let's figure out a way to help our school community, our public schools. And I'll tell you more about that later. But we reached out to the Woolworth, and they were not only completely on board, I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a really cool evening. We're doing a show every month, and it's Tim and I. We're playing all acoustic. We used to do this pretty frequently where we would play together, and Tim is hilarious. He also can juggle.
whoa.
All at once, Tim? Wow.
He has a wide assortment of hats. Anyway, so it's going to be really fun. And it's just really about feel good. It's people buying tickets, and all the money from the tickets go to help our public schools where there's need and where people are not seen. And so it's going to be fun. It's cool.
It is. And again, the first one is this coming Tuesday, October 21st, then November 11th, December 16th, January 13th, February 10th, and March 3rd. WoolworthTheater.com. And of course, you can visit SherylCrow.com for information and to purchase those tickets. But you all sounded so great warming up, even at 9:20 a.m. Going to play a couple of songs for us. Which one would you like to play first?
We're going to actually play a song that is, it's almost 25 years old.
Yeah.
And it literally is it's so weird because it still feels very current to me. I wrote the song after there was a shooting in Texas. So the song is, it's 25 years old, and we're still kind of talking about the same stuff. But it's a song of hope, so.
Sheryl Crow live on Lightning 100.
2, 3, 4. Oh, James D. Monroe has that thoughts of the shop and go. Hopes some money, but all he gets is fear. And the wind blows up his coat. This he scribbles on a perfume note. If I'm not here, then you're not here. And I say, hey there, Miss Creation. I'm a walking celebration, and it's hard to make a stand. Oh, it's hard to make a stand. Think it's hard to make a stand. My friend, oh Lordy, went to take care of her own body. She got shot down in the road. And she looked up before she went and said, this isn't really what I meant. The Daily News said, two with one stone.
Sheryl Crow and Tim Smith here in the Hideout Academy Studio as we get ready for the first of 6 Love Now sessions this Tuesday out at the Woolworth Theater.
Yeah.
And you all sound amazing.
Thank you. We've had so much fun through the years. Tim and I played together for, almost 30 years.
Yeah?
We've been through marriages, divorces, cancers, adoptions. I mean, we've been through all life can throw at you.
Yeah.
Together. Yeah. It's been a joyous life.
Did you all meet when, were you living in L.A. at that time?
Living in L.A.
Okay.
Tim actually is from Atlanta. I was playing with a band called Jellyfish.
Love Jellyfish.
Started out with the producers.
Yeah.
So
That's fantastic.
yeah, just
Played
connected.
with those
And
guys too, the Crowded House.
Oh, yeah,
guys,
played with
the
Crowded
Coen
House.
Brothers.
you played
Yeah.
with Liam.
There's
Oh,
actually,
no.
if we go around the studio, like Sheryl, I know that you've collaborated with Andra Day before. A great tune with Andra and Gary
Yes.
Clark Jr.
Yeah.
and Jason Isbell, of course. He's
Yes.
starting his annual
Yeah.
Ryman residency
I know,
tonight, which is exciting.
Oh, so cool. I mean, that's one of the cool things about life. I mean, obviously, as you get older, you get more philosophical about it. I mean, that's been one of the joys about planning this little residency that we're doing. We're working up a ton of songs, covers. We're going to have special guests. And it's just going to feel so great. You know, we're working with the public schools with quite a few of the social workers that work through the schools. And some of the things that they say that get overlooked, if you can imagine, like a kid who goes all the way through school and has a lot of things working against him, makes it to senior year and can't afford a cap and gown. Or the $100 to walk across the stage. I mean, there's so many simple things that we don't even know about in our daily lives that are so jam-packed with things that we feel like are important. But then when you hear these stories, it's like, wait a minute, I can help. And I know 1,000 other people that would feel really good about being part of helping. So we've got a great network of people that are working with teachers and social workers and filling out grants through us to just, to help fill, food pantries for people on weekends or during fall breaks when you've got 2 working parents and they get a flat tire and it's like, do I feed my kids or do I buy a new tire? So just things that make life feel insurmountable, to be able to sort of pick up the slack for me feels like the gift.
Absolutely. And Love Now is something that you're actually kind of creating with your team, right?
Yeah. And it's interesting, I've never done the whole 5013C thing. So there's a lot that goes into it. You have to put a board together. But I'll tell you what's been really interesting is that I'm a big believer in manifesting, but when you are around people who are voicing the same need, which for my need right now is where can I be helpful? As I see people becoming more desensitized to what we watch every day, I feel like I'm more sensitized. Like it hurts my heart. And so what do you do with that? Do you mope? Do you go to social media and just dull yourself out? No. You look around and you say, okay, God, where can I be helpful? And before you know, there's an army that are sitting in your kitchen going, I want to be helpful. And I talk to this woman and I talk to that woman. And it starts falling together. And that's how these things come together. So we called it Love Now because it's like there's no better time than now to just show some love.
I mean, I remember hearing a band from back in the 60s, they sang about that's all you need. Which turns out to need a little bit more than that.
And they were pretty good, right?
Yeah.
They were like a great band.
Kind of got that
helps too,
staying
though.
power.
And
Cash
cash
helps.
does help you.
Yeah.
That's the Ruddles version. All you need is cash.
All you need is cash. Yes.
Got Sheryl Crow and Tim Smith here in the studio. Again, woolworththeater.com or SherylCrow.com. And you actually have a couple of different options to buy. You can, of course, buy tickets, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Again, with all of that money going to support Love Now and then supporting our community right here
Yes.
In Middle Tennessee. But there are also VIP merch packages available. There's a meet and greet experience with you, Sheryl.
Oh my God. They get
Have
to
you been
meet
told
Tim
this?
Smith.
I'll do your taxes.
Oh, I like it.
I have no idea what I'll be doing, but
Yeah, no, you
it'll
don't
be
need to
a fun
know.
ride for all
It
of us.
will be fun. We're going to give away a brand new car.
Poster.
Well played. There's also the Love Now Ultimate experience, which will give you access to the pre-show sound check, a chance to meet Sheryl.
And to try on my clothes.
And Tim before the show. Photo opportunities. That includes a $100 gift card that's a redeemable night of show as well. A show-specific print, which is very cool, signed by Sheryl as well. So again, check it out, woolworththeater.com. And if you're thinking, gosh, I can't make it next Tuesday, that's no excuse. Go ahead and buy your tickets for Tuesday, November 11th or Tuesday, December 16th.
Yes.
We're going to do it one a month through March of next year. We'll wrap it up on Tuesday, March the 3rd, 2026. Does it feel like the middle of October already to you guys?
I cannot figure out what month it is.
Right?
I mean, it is so weird.
Yeah.
We're doing college visits with my 18-year-old, and I can't even I feel like I just got my kids, so time for me right now is something my brain just cannot fathom.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking about, okay, am I going to order in for Thanksgiving? And we're not even in November yet. So
It'll
we're
be here
going to
before we know
get
it,
through
right?
Tuesday. We're going to get
Exactly.
through Tuesday, and then we'll figure out.
Then
where
we'll
we're
figure it
at.
out.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we've got, again, Sheryl and Tim here in the studio. And did you all want to play another song for us? Please?
Yeah, let's do. Should we do that?
All right.
Oh, come on.
right
I've got some
here.
costumes. Let's put on a show. Okay, wait, what are we doing? Oh, I know what. Let's do. I will tell you, this is the coolest thing. I've told this story on a couple of occasions. I don't want to bore people, but I moved here 20 years ago after I had breast cancer, bought a farm out in College Grove, and I got to I made some friends with quite a few people, and one of them was Holly Williams, who is a fantastic human being, great artist, comes from amazing lineage, and she called me, and I had a 3-month-old, and she called me one night. It was like 10:30 at night, and when you have a 3-month-old, 10:30 at night is like REM sleep.
Right.
Anyway, she called and she's like, I'm having dinner with Cat Stevens at Cafe Margot. You need to come over. And I'm like, it's 10:30 at night, but here, let me throw on my leather jeans. I'm a rock star. I'll call the nanny.
I love it.
Anyway, I go over and he, I got to pick his brain about, at the height of his fame, he, I guess, had a near-death experience with almost drowning, and his brother pulled him out, and he committed his life to his spiritual commitment. And anyway, I'm sitting there with him, and he's talking about it, and I had just recorded First Cut. So, I mean, this is another one of those crazy things about life that you can't even imagine it. A kid I'm from a town with 2 stoplights, so, and I'm sitting with, Anyway, so we're going to do this, what?
Capo.
Oh, my capo, yes. Thank you. I am older now. Forget these things. So it's always a joy for me to get to play this because, wow. Okay. Ooh, good tuning. I would have given you all of my heart, but there's someone who's torn it apart, and he's taken just all that I have. But if you wanna try to love again, baby, I'll try to love again, but I know you wanna try to love again, baby, I'll try to love again, but I know, oh, I know, oh, the first cut is the deepest, baby, I know, the first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, he's cursed. When it comes to loving me, he's worse. The first cut is the deepest, baby, I know. The first cut is the deepest, and I'll try to love again.
Sheryl Crow and Tim Smith here in the Hideout Academy
uvula.
Studio.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to get you a new uvula.
Oh, and it is Music City, so I like to let folks know it's Capo 2, correct?
Yeah.
Capo
Capo
2,
2.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So everybody knows out there listening
Yeah.
here in Music City and beyond. And I was thinking about this too. I know family that would love to see one of these shows, and it's like, well, I can't get there next Tuesday. And again, to my earlier point, well, we've got one show per month for the next 6 months. So
Yes.
if you're listening to us maybe outside of the Nashville area, or maybe you're seeing this after we wrap it up, just know that these shows are going to be happening, again, one per month through early March of next year. So go to SherylCrow.com or WoolworthTheater.com, pick a date, and plan a trip to Music City, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a fun night. We are going to totally bring the joy. And like I said, we're going to have some special guests. It's just going to be a fun night. I mean, that's the whole thing. We hope that people sit in the room and just feel like they're transported for a little bit,
Yeah.
And they get to know that their money's going to help a lot of our young students who
Yeah.
are in the public school system.
Yes, so as
Yeah.
part of the Love Now sessions, again, the first one coming up this Tuesday, October the 21st. I'm actually going to give away a pair of tickets for Tuesday's show. We'll do that before we wrap up. But before we do that, I wanted to ask you, Sheryl, if there's anything else that you would like to share, any shout outs you might want to give while you're here in the studio. I know I assume your kids are listening,
Well, I it's hard to know if they're listening.
Yeah.
But if they are, hi Wyatt, hi Levi. I'm sure they're cringing right now. I always like to throw in like, what do you do, like 6 or 7, or all the latest terms just to make their skin crawl. I mean, it's to be perfectly honest, this is a total selfish endeavor, because it makes me feel good, and I love playing with my friend Tim, who does crack me up. In fact, just to give you a little glimpse into what I deal with when I play with Tim, I'm wearing very high fashion shoes that I bought on the Real from R13. Yeah. Designer. They're super cool, and he thinks they look like orthotics. So I just,
There'll be a lot of critiquing of your wardrobe.
Yes, yeah, I'm prepared. So. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So come out and see us.
Yes, and it's safe to assume too, with you mentioning, working up all these different songs, you're going to have special guests. You're not going to see the same show twice. If you buy tickets to multiple shows, it's going to be a different show each month, right?
Yes, yeah.
We tried some different covers and stuff.
Yes,
Nice.
yeah. And actually, typically what we've done when we've been on the road, in fact, when we opened up for Pink, it was really fun. We had people write in and make suggestions for covers.
Yeah.
And then we'd work them up in the dressing room before we went out.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. I mean, we're going to keep it super loose. And, if it's successful, we'll do it every month until I'm in a wheelchair.
The world is fixed.
Until the world is fixed. That's
well
right.
said, Tim.
Exactly.
We've got a lot of work to do, but when we come together, we can get
But
it
we
done,
can make
right?
it happen at the
That's
Woolworth.
Right. That's
As
right.
I said, I've got some costumes. So
So excited about the first of 6 shows again this Tuesday, October 21st. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks
It's
for
so
having us, Jay.
wonderful to have you on the morning show, and And having you sing, it sounded great at 9:30 in the morning. It's fantastic.
If it sounded good now, just think what it's going to sound like at night.
That's right. But I am going to open up the phone lines here in the Hideout Academy Studio, giving up 2 tickets for this Tuesday's show, October 21st, out at Woolworth Theater. Which caller should we take? Sheryl, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to go with caller 8.
Caller number 8, because Sheryl Crow said so. 615-777-5100. 8th caller through. Going to win 2 tickets. In fact, we'll just let Lieutenant Dan tell you about the show.